Okay. Welcome back, Hot Wheel collectors and Diecast studios, to another episode of Crib's Garage. Here we are at site. Got my good friend Glenno's, the Fitzpatrick's family, and friends. And it's the 4th of July, and they invited me to look over some of their stuff that they got. So this one here is Felicia's car here, $295 at a thrift store. And you don't mind if I tear the bag, do you? Okay. We're gonna rip this open. Beautiful Porsche. Say it's a 124 scale. It's nice detail. It's got a little mark there. You got opening doors. Is the hood open? Let's see.
Oh, it does have a mark. I didn't see that.
Oh, yep. You got an opening hood there, so you can see the engines in the rear. You got the rear light detail. Got the neat little windshield wiper, the detail in the front end. Porsche there. Porsche in the back. Rubber wheels. Front end turns. And let's see, let's flip this over. And you see it's a Porsche brand. So this is actually this is a Maisto brand made in Thailand. And it shows right there it's a 1/18 scale. Pretty nice. For Porsche collectors, would love this thing. I don't really collect these, but I'm guessing she got a steal at for $295. I'm sure this is probably maybe a $15 to $20 car. Heavy. All metal body, plastic base. Rolls. Very nice. Up next, I got this. I actually had two of these. I just sold them off with cars in them. These are great little kind of cases to put your loose castings in. They hold 1/64 scales. What's neat about this is here's your 1/64 scale cars. If you have long ones, you can put them right here. Pretty neat. Got both sides. And nice little handle to carry them. So these are pretty neat. I had two of those. This is the smaller one. And this one, I actually had this exact same one. Basically the same thing. Tons of space. So there you go. I think Glenn was probably going to find something to put his cars in. All right, so now we got Germany and Ireland. I'm going to hand me cars. I'm going to see if I can figure it out. The Hot Wheel, clearly. Lamborghini. This is a newer casting. This is 2004. When it says 2014, it actually came out in 2015. So it's a year later. Great condition. A lot of Lamborghini exotic collectors love this. I don't know if you're into exotic cars. There's your Lamborghini. What's next? Up next, this looks like this is a Hot Wheel. This says 2001 date, so it came out in 2002. This says a backdraft. This is what they call a fantasy car. Just there's not really a car like this in real life. Not very collectible, but if you like fantasy cars, but probably fun on the track. Boxcar truck. These are very popular. This is a wow, the lighting's great here because I can't see shit. Excuse me my language. 62 custom Chevy pickup. Box truck. It's got all low ridered out. Spin that thing around. Very nice. These are very popular as well. I would put that in your keeper pile if you like low rider trucks. What's next here? Whoa. So this is a bigger scale Hot Wheel. And this is, what is this thing? Not sure what, I can't read. It's made in China. Just, it is definitely a Hot Wheel, kind of a tow truck thing, just a larger scale. Nothing too fancy about that one. Up next, this one's got dirt. It's been off-road. This one's got played with some kind of Jeep. Can't see what brand it is. Probably just off-brand, no big deal. Ah,
That's
yeah, it's
cool.
very nice. Woody Hot Wheels. You like the metal base, and see if you can see the bottom here. See where the Hot Wheels is written in all capitals. So for the earlier castings before the flame, you guys are familiar with the flame casting. That's how you kind of know that they're older with if it's stamped with the all Hot Wheels instead of the flame. But this you see the flame right there. So this is newer. This is from the 1990s, but it came out earlier. Very cool. Well, we got a lot to look at. Oh, this is a good one right here. This is the Red Line Racing, Flat Grat Army Green. This is, I believe, the Dairy Delivery, just with a different casting, just a main line. But if you like that casting, that's cool. Up next, convertible Mustang, 65 Mustang. This is from. It says 2000, but you see there's a date earlier. It says 1983 is when the original casting came out. So this what's neat about this casting, it has an opening hood. You like castings that have opening parts? Those are always fun. This is a good one right here.
Yeah.
And then what neat thing is it's metal body, metal base, so it's heavy. So that means it's fast on the track.
That one.
That's a good one. And you can't go wrong with muscle cars. This is a 1970 Camaro RS. How do I know that? Because it says it on the bottom. So it makes me look really smart, like I know what I'm talking about. There's an opening hood. Pretty neat. I like this one. I would put that in your keeper pile. This is what you call a fantasy casting. The Shark. The Shark something. This is like a 2000 or a 2000 something. Nothing's bad unless you like sharks. You like sharks?
I think it's a keeper. Maybe
You keep
for
that.
fun, just for fun.
For sharks. Okay, we'll keep that in the keeper pile. Here's another square body truck. This is bigger than a
Its
164
mouth
scale.
opens and closes.
It looks
as
like.
goes.
Yes, it does. Oh, that's pretty neat. Let's we'll take. This is a Silverado. It
Put
looks
that
like
back on.
Silverado. But it feels like it's bigger than. Let's see. Let's see how they're.
Oh. Oh
The,
my god.
the scales are different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think it's not in real. So I think this is a little bit bigger. But let's take a look at that truck that you guys
I thought it
put out that
it moved, see?
that the
It
shark
goes chomp, chomp, chomp.
which I didn't know that. I thought that was good to point that out. So, jeez. Okay. All right. Next up. Another popular. This is definitely not a Hot Wheel. This is just a China kind of no-name brand thing. Nothing really special unless you just like trucks. Here's a first responder fire department truck. Another, looks like a Maisto. Yep, Maisto brand. These are pretty cheap plastic. You know, they're not really anything that are too collectible. I have this one right here. This is from the Blackwall era. I forget what this casting was called. Does it say it on there? The Spacer Racer.
Sorry.
And looks like it's missing a part right there. But that's a Blackwall. This is what Blackwalls look like.
Yeah.
And they're
I
from
like the
77 to,
This bag,
I think, 1989.
Cool.
and then we'll do the part.
Okay. What else you got here? This is some kind of a custom van. You got the Hot Wheels logo on there, and there's like some little switch on the bottom. So maybe it does some kind of fancy.
Maybe it's the kind you pull back and then go.
Yeah, no, it's not a pullback. Maybe I don't know what it does, but it's a newer casting, so I don't know. It's nothing too special. This is really cool. This is a Matchbox double bus. You see 1953, 1978. This is from the Superfast series, so this is from the 70s. This is a very collectible Matchbox. Is a good score right here. I would keep that in your kind of more collector.
Okay.
And then NASCAR, Richard Petty. Everybody loves Richard Petty, the number 43. This is one of his newer cars with the Cheerios logo. NASCAR, for some reason, you would think there'd be a lot of people interested in, but there's not that much. But there is a lot of Petty collectors, so I don't know if you're a Petty fan or not. If you are, keep it. If not, if you're a NASCAR fan, I don't know. Petty fan. Next up, little open wheel Indy car. This is just a Chinese no name brand. This is a number. This is a number 9, clearly written on there. Hot Wheels, Porsche Carrera GT. Is this a smaller version of the big one?
Oh, I guess so, huh? Let's see. That one's more race car, right? Oh, it says number 1 on the top. Does it say
This
number
says
1?
yeah. It can. It's this. It is. It's a smaller. This is a smaller version. So this is a. See how the T-top probably came if it came
it's
off.
A convert, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a smaller scale of the bigger one. So you probably want to keep that one there.
It's cool.
There. You can clean that off probably with some rubbing alcohol or something. That's on that with the Sharpie. There's a Corvette, I think.
Yes.
Maisto. I don't know if you guys are into Corvettes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Old vintage
Oh
Corvette.
my gosh.
Okay.
Just for fun.
A Volkswagen. Everybody loves Volkswagen. This is a newer Volkswagen, of course, clearly. Hot Wheel. I know Glenna loves Volkswagen, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep that over there. Pretty neat little... this is an old casting. This is a... I think it's a Ford Vicky. But it's probably from 2000... Or, I mean, the 1990s. This is a nice one.
It's really nice.
This is just a... This is neat because it's got the Ford logo on there. It's the... I believe it's just a fantasy truck. Lowrider, but it's pretty cool. That's probably a keeper. Oh, I love these. A lot of people don't collect Hot Wheel motorcycles because the handlebars are always broken off of them, or the wheels are broke. But this guy, look at it stands up on its own.
That's cute.
And actually, nothing really real great, but yeah, I have a whole collection of these. Are awesome. I'd keep that if you're into bikes. My favorite color, purple. It's neat. What is this thing? Ford Coupe. Love it. Still going. Here's a
Couple left, Kirby.
couple left.
Maybe 6 or 7.
Okay.
It's
It's kind of a
A and then part
Porsche?
B.
Sure. There's just kind of a fantasy, or maybe it's not a fantasy, but it's a kind of emergency, maybe fire or something. I'm not sure what that is. There's that 65
Pink.
convertible Mustang with the opening hood. I have this one. This is, see again, with the all capital Hot Wheels. This one's made in Thailand. Also, the early ones are made just in Hong Kong and America. And then in the 80s, they were made in Malaysia, and then later on Thailand and whatnot. But this is a nice one. All right. And then this is just a fantasy Hot Wheel car. Kind of looks like a, I don't know what it looks like, some kind of roadster, yeah, thing. But I don't know if you're into it, but that's just a fantasy car.
Looks very
And we're
good.
still going here. Let's see, we have another Lamborghini. A lot of Lamborghinis in this collection. This is 2015 Lamborghini, so that can go with your other Lambo. If you're a Lamborghini, actually, it's the same.
It's in that one next.
You have two of the exact same Lamborghinis here. They're just two different colors, so you got a nice little variation there. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's my own heart. I collect a lot of Volkswagen stuff. This is a Matchbox. I already know. And the roof may pop up. Does it pop up?
That is so cool. That's the
Not
color.
sure. Like a nice olive
Chartreuse.
green, chartreuse color. Is that what you call that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
chartreuse.
Matchbox. These are cool. I have these, and Volkswagen anything, especially vintage Volkswagens, are all worth money. I mean, you could probably, I don't know, $5 at least, probably, maybe. It's in great condition. The detail on the taillights, everything, Volkswagen, nice. Yeah, you got some pieces just in themselves were awesome. Here's a nice muscle car, Hot Wheel. This is a 71 Ford Mustang Mach 1. Chrome base, very cool. You like your muscle cars? That. Here's another, I think this is another Ford hot rod, and check it out. Specific for today, 4th of July. You got the red, white, and blue. And congratulations, Joey Chestnut, for yet another one. And you can tell that it was an old casting again because of the Hot Wheel, all capitals on here. And you can see that actually there's a date, it says 1978. That's the original casting. That's not this one, but that when the first casting first came out. But that's a keeper for sure.
Nice.
Funny car. Always love funny cars. You got the opening thing there. This one's got nice gold brass on there. Very cool. You like funny cars?
Love them.
Got a wheelie bar. All right. And of course, you guys like vets. This is just your Corvette Stingray Matchbox, though. Don't see too many of those. Very nice. This is an older casting. This says 1999. Look at this. This is a very, very cool car. I'm not
You
sure.
can tell that's
I love that. It's a Nissan.
I'm not sure what kind it is. I want to say it's like a. Do anybody know what the kind? Can you tell by the body style?
I think it's a Nissan.
A Nissan. And Nissans are very, very collectible right now. And Datsuns, anything.
It's a 300.
But the doors 300ZX.
I think so.
I think you're right. And then let's see, it's 1989. There's the Hot Wheel stamped on it. This is a special one right here. These wheels with all these, they're called LW. You see them on the lowrider castings. I don't know what LW stands for, but I consider it low.
I think, yeah, by looking at the lights like that, it does look like Nissan. Huh?
Yeah, those are very, very popular right now. And then you got another Lamborghini. This looks like it might be missing a canopy or something. I don't know on that one. I don't know if you want to keep that with your
Flew off on
Lamborghini.
the Autobahn.
Yeah.
That's what
And it's just a fantasy casting. Something you wouldn't see on the road. I can't even see. It's called the Screamin' Hauler. So it's just fantasy casting. That's it.
That was it.
And that was it for
There was
That's
more.
it.
part
No,
A.
there's another full bag, but
Part
we're
eight.
going to take a pause. And there's
Okay.
another full
Oh
bag.
my gosh, the
But you don't
surprises
shoot all the
keep coming.
fireworks off in the first round, do you?
No. So
right.
that was part
Over.
A.
Gleno
For that
part
bag?
2 coming up.
Gleno's Bag of Tricks part
Yeah.
2. Coming up. Thanks for watching.
So you want to
Happy hunting.
recap some of your favorites?
I'll
The
recap
top
some of my
five
favorites.
Out the bag.
Of course, the
Top
Volkswagen Matchbox is one. If this was my pulling, I would pull out this one. The Mustangs, convertibles. There's the other one, and the muscle cars. I would
The double
take.
Dutch bus.
Yes, the Double Dutch Bus. This is, I would for sure. That's probably the best piece as far as.
That's cool.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course,
so-
the bike. I would, and, all the muscle cars. I would.
And,
American Muscle.
yeah.
Oh, of course, the Woody. And I'm not really into the newer bugs, but I would probably take it. This one here. And this funny car.
They're all good.
Yeah, that's probably what I would grab out of this pile.
That's a drag racer, right?
Yeah, funny car.
Inquire Kirby
That's
for purchasing information.
Yeah. Yes. Thank
Go
you.
ahead and tell 'em.
Happy hunting.